Are you Butch Patterson?
Well, that depends.
On what?
Did this Patterson fella get you pregnant?
No.
Butch Patterson, Private Dick. Pleased to meet you. Why don't you come on in? Can I take your coat?
No.
How about your blouse?
How about you apologize for saying that before I put my fist through your chauvinistic face?
She was trying to backdoor me with the hard-to-get angle, but I wasn't biting. I figured I'd play it her way and let nature take care of the rest.
What are you doing?
Like you don't know. That's sweet. Don't change. The world's a cruel place. It's too late for me. I've seen too much, done too much. Been touched by strange men in prison showers and bus station washrooms too many times not to be jaded. That's my cross, baby. Don't go trying to save me, you'll just get a world of misery for your troubles.
Why don't I just leave?
Enough about me. What can old Butch do for you? Why don't you have a seat?
I already did.
Well, isn't that convenient?
I think my husband is having an affair.
Why don't you give me the lowdown and talk real slow?
There's a distance between us that didn't exist before. A coldness. The affection? It's gone. He's working late most nights now. Going out of town more often than he used to. He says it's for important business conferences. I suppose he might be telling the truth. I don't know very much about being a grocery store cashier. But I do know that he's not talking to me or touching me the way that he used to. I need to know if there's another woman. Mr. Patterson?
I'm sorry. I figured you would have been talking longer.
Did you hear anything I said?
It's all up here where I keep the brains. Your husband was stepping out on you with a new set of gams. His loss if it's true. If I had a skirt like you waiting at home, I wouldn't be stepping out.
Wow, thanks. That makes me feel a whole lot better.
Well, then why don't we celebrate with a drink?
I don't drink.
You're not one of them Amish freaks, are you? Me, I like to have a few. I'm what you might call an alcoholic, if you buy into that sort of gibberish.
Look, I might as well face the truth. My husband is having an affair. I followed him myself. Some cheap motel. A woman from the produce department.
Why are you twisting my nipples if you already knew?
I need to know if my husband thinks our marriage is worth saving. I can forgive the affair, given enough time. Even I've made mistakes in the past. I did make that series of amateur porn films with his golfing buddies last year. I guess I should have asked him how he felt about it beforehand instead of just giving them to him at his birthday. Whoever said that it's the thought that counts never met my husband.
So where does this dick fit in?
Probably in your hand more often than not.
I don't follow you.
I mean, that your personality is so distasteful that in all likelihood, you cannot get a woman to sleep with you, so you use your hand to masturbate instead.
Does that excite you?
No, it repulses me. Now, about my case. My husband has agreed to see a marriage counselor on the condition that I not attend any of the sessions. My condition is that I get to pick the counselor. That's where you fit in. I want you to pose as a marriage counselor and pick his brains. I need to know what he thinks of me and of our marriage. I want to know if our sacred marriage vows still mean anything to him. And if he wants me to knock off the porn because the distributors are looking for a sequel for the European market. So, will you take the case?
And I need $5,000 up front. Same on the back end. Cash only.
Fine. When will you be ready to see my husband?
And give me a couple of days to straighten the place out. Fix the sign on the door.
Thursday, then.
Yeah, Thursday's kosher. Make it 3 bells past noon. Old Butchie likes to sleep in on account of the drinking.
I want it all on tape.
Don't sweat it, sugar pants. Old Butchie will treat you right. Hey! I hope everything works out between you and your husband. But if the ducks line up and their bums don't match, what are the chances of you stepping up, giving my hand a little R&R?
Women touch themselves because of men like you. Not thinking about men like you, but because of men like you.
He died for your sins, you know.
I've never even met the man, so don't go blaming me for his death.
Everyone shares the blame, from Mother Teresa right on down to you. Some people just assume more of the share than others.
What the hell do you want, Blanche?
Tommy set you up and sold you out. He's a free man, and you're rotting in here. That must get to you.
Just be glad that I can't get to you. Now get the hell out of here.
You don't want me to leave before I tell you my good news now, do you?
I want you to leave before I get another 3 years tacked onto my sentence for beating you halfway to death with my bare hands.
But I'm here to help you.
What could you possibly do that would help me?
I checked up with the Public Records Department. Tommy's divorcing you. He's probably back in bed with Jasmine. Just a hunch.
If you're thinking about helping me get him back, I don't want him.
I'm thinking about helping you get him back.
Are you stupid? What the hell did I just tell you?
I meant get him back as in seek revenge and retribution on him.
How?
By doing what I do best, reporting. You'll be out of here in a couple of years, but without Tommy's financial backing, you'll be destitute. I'm suggesting a partnership that would be mutually rewarding.
Oh, now I get it. You want to team up, do some girl-girl lesbian thing, where we tour the country, hitting all the strip clubs. You're the gym teacher, and I'm the naughty senior trying to get into the volleyball team.
No.
Okay. So what kind of partnership then?
We co-write a tell-all expose of Tommy Rubella. We'll air out every detail, every skeleton in his closet. The public will lap it up, you'll get rich, and best of all, Tommy will be ruined.
I have to admit, I like the sounds of that.
Are we in business?
Well, what do you think?
I think
think you're crazy to take on Tommy Rubella and Debbie Hitler. But that's your problem. Because I also think that this little tell-all book of yours is going to make us both very rich.
Well, if you're that confident, then I think an advance is in order. Shall we say $50,000?
I think our company can come up with that kind of money. I'll have the contract and check for you first thing in the morning. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Van Vandervan.
Likewise.
Is your marriage one great big sack of misery? Well, take it from me. It ain't gotta be like that. Hi, I'm Butch Patterson, private marriage counselor, and I'm here to help you out. Lack of greenbacks kicking you in the crotch? No problem. Old Butchie will show you where and how to lay your hands on some extra dough. You and your better half ain't rocking the house like old times? No problem. Old Butchie will show you how to make every night like the 4th of July, right in your own pants. Your skirt don't like the drinking? No problem. Old Butchie will show you how and where to get liquored up on the sly, and how to hide that boozy booze stink on your breath. Your better half always getting mad at you for getting arrested for public indecency and spending the rent money on whores and lap dancing? No problem. Old Butchie will show you how to put the screws to the government for their cut of your paycheck so you can pay all your bills and still stay ass deep in whores. Old Butchie will show you how to fake like you're listening so the 2-bit jack hump son of a bitch spouse ain't none the wiser. I'm Butch Patterson, private marriage counselor. If you have a relationship that you think's worth saving, or if you're single and want to unlock the secrets to a lifetime of happiness and fulfillment, then join me for the next 30 minutes and I will teach you how. If I can't cure every single problem you have in your relationship, then I'll get a shotgun and I'll shoot myself in the head and end my own life. That's my guarantee to you.
Oh, dear God.
Mr. Patterson?
My client had caught me off guard and I'd come close to losing my composure. I didn't cotton to the idea of her walking out of here thinking old Butchie didn't have the stomach to French kiss danger. I needed to come up with a plan faster than Charlie Sheen drops a C note in a cat house.
Hey, why don't you watch where you're going, you stupid identical twin brother? I was behind the couch doing some push-ups and my brother landed on me. Look, why don't you just get out of here? Use the trap door. Good, he's gone. I was just gonna have some alcohol. If you want a drink, I hope you brought your own bottle.
Your appointment with my husband is today. I just stopped by to make sure everything was set. Call me crazy, but I had a nagging suspicion. You might forget about the meeting, or screw everything up and forget to tape it.
I don't much like the cut of your jib, Sunshine. Butchie's word is gold. Everything will go down exactly the way I laid it out. Now, unless there's something else, why don't you hit the bricks?
Just don't screw it up.
I don't screw anything up.
Be sure you don't, or you can kiss the other half of the money goodbye. Oh, and by the way, don't expect that I won't come looking for a refund for what I've already given you. Good day, Mr. Patterson. Should I go out this way, or should I use the trapdoor?
I didn't think she'd bought the trapdoor bit, but I was obviously wrong, or she wouldn't have referred to it. It was good to know I could still count on my brain to show up at the ball wearing the prettiest gown. That's the kind of thing that can make a man feel good about himself. Come to think of it, so's drinking.
So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is, it helps to just close your eyes and pretend you're with someone more attractive. And lay off the booze beforehand, because that just makes it last longer. Unless, of course, you need the booze to get your nerve up in the first place, because let's face it, ain't neither one of you a walk in the park in the looks department. Now, I got another meeting, so why don't you pony up the rest of my dough and hit the bricks?
What a day I'd been having. Listening to other people's tales of woe and sorrow had been funny, but I gotta tell you, come sunset, old Butchie ain't cut out for this line of work.
Tomlinson, you're next. The rest of you pricks go home. I'm taking down my shingle.
I'm only here because my wife made me come.
Hey, I guess you got more in common with your golf buddies than what you thought.
She told you about that?
Why don't you take a load off while I finish this here bottle?
Is that ethical, to be drinking while you're with a client?
Look, pal, I'm gonna lay it out real straight. Your old lady hired me to find out if you're still sweet on till death do us part.
She betrayed me.
Well, what's good for the goose?
I still love her. I always will.
Jeez, I guess your wife lied to me when she said you was a man.
Just because I'm a man doesn't mean I can't hurt inside and cry.
Well, maybe if you're the man who runs the flower shop in Sissy Town. This here's the real world, prick. You're this much of a Nancy boy at home, no wonder your old lady's been stepping out.
I don't have to sit here and listen to this.
Shut up! You ain't leaving till my nipples are level. Now, the next thing I hear coming out of your yap, better play sweet music on the honest guitar, or I'm gonna be all over you like fur on a pussycat's bum.
I just told you I still love her.
Love don't mean jack, pal. Till death do us part, you in or out?
Whatever it takes. Therapy, marriage counseling, anything.
What about the porn?
Absolutely not. There's only so much I can take.
I guess that's where you and your wife differ.
What's that supposed to mean?
I've seen the movie. Well, I got enough here on tape to get paid. I mean, I think I've done all I can to help you in this session. Why don't you get out of here?
So, should Sheila and I both come next time?
Nah, you come back by yourself. I tell you what, though, I'm moving to a new address, and I'll write it down for you. And I got a real busy practice, you know how it is. And, the only appointment I got available is Friday night, 11 o'clock. Don't be late. Yeah, it's me, Patterson. Butch Patterson, Private Dick. The handsome detective you hired to follow your husband. The guy with the hat, the guy with the bulge in his pants that makes women take a deep sigh of regret dreaming of what might have been. I'm flattered, but I ain't got time to flirt right now. Yeah, he was here. He spilled the beans and started to cry like a little girl. He's in for the long haul if you give up the flicks. You want my advice? Ditch him. The world needs pornography. Yeah, come to my office tomorrow morning, pick up the tape. And don't forget my dough.
Things had run smoother than a bead of sweat sliding down the lard-coated stomach of a fat man catching rays on an equatorial beach. Come this time tomorrow, I'd have another 5 large in my pocket and be riding the good times freight train. There was just one little detail to take care of before I could call it a day.
Yeah, is this Vittorio Scapinella, reputed head of the Scapinella crime family? Yeah, whatever, we're all innocent. Look, I just wanted to call and let you know I've been banging your wife for the last 6 months. Well, you got a problem with that? Maybe we should take it up man to man. Leastwise, as close to a man as you can come. From what your old lady tells me, you ain't exactly leading the pack. Well, then how's Friday night at 11 sound? Great, 1350 Broadside Avenue. I'll meet you in the parking lot, you fat prick. The name's Arvid Tomlinson. Sure you've heard your wife scream it every time you have sex. Yeah, I'll see you then, you hideous freak. That'll give you something to cry about.